Alright then, so in this video we're testing the starter motor circuit. I'm going to test for voltage drops on the battery, on the starter to battery terminal, and then I'm going to test on the S terminal from the ignition. Reason being is that I'm going to buy a new battery for this car, but I want to check that it's not the starter motor drawing too much current. I think the battery is a bit knackered anyway now, but it does fire and it does run okay once it's going, but I am finding a little bit of a draw when I put on the headlights, which might be a different thing, but other than that it is running really nice. So it's just this first initial start that's getting me, because I'll come out and I'll crank it and eventually will go, but I just feel like if it had a bit more waft it would go a lot better. So obviously that could be the battery, starter motor, and I've seen the starter motor upgrade on eBay as well, so maybe I should do that, but obviously it's COVID and money's tight, so I'm just going through these checks now before I start to spend money. So let me know in the comments what you think, and yeah, enjoy. So if I test the voltage of the battery, I've got 12.40, not particularly great, a bit low. But what I'm going to test is I'm going to connect the black there to the positive, and then I'm going to put this on the B post of the starter. Right. So what I want to see is what the voltage drop is when I start the car. So I'm going to do the same test, but I'm going to pull the king lead off. Make sure that's not going to touch anything. And then I'm going to pull the fuse out the fuel pump and see if it's the same reading. Okay, so after that test, I should have done this at the beginning, but I wanted to test that first. This is the voltage drop across the battery. Okay, so now I've done that, I've put the negative terminal to the multimeter on the battery negative, and then down there, as you can see, I've connected the positive terminal here to the case. So I'm going to try it again and see what I get. So that's not very good, and I'm going to cut that off and then put a screw and an eyelet connection on that rather than the rubber plug, because it's just all filthy, and yeah, it's got a kink and a break in it anyway, so not good. I've changed that terminal now. Probably not correct, but it means I can at least test it and then find the correct one at some point soon. Okay, here we go. Alright, so for this test I'm going to put the negative onto the S terminal. And then the positive to the battery. Now it's saying that I'm already getting that, so let's see what happens when I crank it. Okay, so 12.25 across the battery. Let's do that. Let me go a bit better. Okay, so that's reading 12.26 now. If I move that down to the S terminal. $12.27. 12.28. I'll just try turning it over once more. Yeah, so it's about the same, I guess. So I'm just going to try them again quickly. See where the voltage drop is now. Now this is down to the battery plus to the battery plus terminal of the. Actually, it's not on the thread. Okay, let's see what the voltage drop is. This is battery plus to starter motor, battery plus, I guess. Okay, so this one is now battery negative down to the casing of the starter motor, if it stays on. Yeah, so we've got a bit of a low battery now. That's 12.16. Obviously I've been cranking it over, but yeah, let me know what you think. Okay, so that's continuity to the starter motor. Continuity to the inlet manifold. Where's that one? So that's to the that's continuity down to the strap on the engine block. That's to the strap on the front of the car. And that's to the alternator.